In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NBA games happening on November 23, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Brooklyn Nets vs. Toronto Raptors. The Brooklyn Nets visit the Toronto Raptors on Sunday at Scotiabank Arena in a matchup where both teams deal with notable absences. The Nets remain without Cam Thomas and Haywood Highsmith. The Raptors will play without Jacob Poeltl and Colin Murray-Boyles. When these teams met on November 11th, Toronto won by a score of 119-109 behind strong production from Brandon Ingram, who scored 25, and Emmanuel Quickley, who added 24. Brooklyn enters this game with a lift after an upset win against Boston on Friday. That result gives them some spark, although the larger pattern for their season shows a team that often struggles to sustain consistent play. Toronto enters with stronger form. The Raptors have won 9 of their last 10 games and have covered 8 of those spreads. They also beat Brooklyn by 10 points 2 weeks ago. Toronto has gone 9-2-1 against the spread in its last 12 games as a double-digit favorite. Their recent play has turned them into a reliable team for bettors, and their efficiency has carried over from game to game. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Raptors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Brooklyn averages 109.9 points on 44.3% shooting and gives up 120.2 points on 50.5% shooting. They shoot 33.8% from deep and 77.7% at the line. They allow opponents to hit 39.2% of their three-point attempts and collect 39 rebounds per game. Toronto averages 121.2 points on 50.5% shooting and allows 114.7 points on 46.2% shooting. They shoot 37.8% from 3 and 77.2% at the stripe. They hold opponents to 32.1% from deep and pull down 42.1 rebounds per game. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Portland Trail Blazers vs. Oklahoma City Thunder. The Portland Trail Blazers visit the Oklahoma City Thunder on Sunday at the Paycom Center in a matchup shaped by injuries on both sides. Portland remains without Drew Holiday and Scoot Henderson, and the staff continues to monitor Robert Williams III, who is questionable. Oklahoma City is also short-handed with Jalen Williams, Kenrich Williams, Nikola Topic, and Aaron Wiggins unavailable. Portland's roster gaps have lingered, yet the Thunder have dealt with a long list of setbacks since opening night and have pushed through them with a steady approach. Portland broke a rough stretch with a strong win against the Warriors. The last meeting between these teams on November 5th ended with Portland losing by 2 points, which showed that it can stay within reach. Oklahoma City, however, played at a higher gear in its most recent showing and has held firm at home with a record of 7-0. The Thunder have also continued to perform well against the spread and have covered in 6 of their last 10 games. They have covered 15 of their last 22 games as a double-digit favorite, and these situations have often suited them because they use pace, pressure, and depth to take control early. Portland's injuries make that type of response harder to match. As our first pick for this matchup, the Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Portland averages 121.2 points on 45% shooting and allows 122.5 points on 48.7% shooting. It hits 32.6% from deep and 81.1% at the line. Opponents shoot 36.7% from 3, and Portland pulls down 45.4 rebounds per game. Oklahoma City averages 122.7 points on 48.5% shooting and allows 106.3 points on 42.6% shooting. It shoots 35.8% from long range and 85.5% at the stripe. Opponents hit 37.2% from 3, and Oklahoma City collects 45.3 rebounds per game. The contrast in defensive efficiency stands out, and the scoring numbers suggest a clear clash between volume and restraint, with both teams leaning on different strengths in pace and shot selection. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Lakers versus Utah Jazz. The Los Angeles Lakers visit the Utah Jazz at the Delta Center on Sunday in league play. The Lakers list no injuries. The Jazz remain without George Niang and Walker Kessler. Utah has held its home court at 4-4 and has covered 3 of its last 5 in Salt Lake City. Lauri Markkanen and Keontae George play at an all-star level, and Jusuf Nurkic brings strength in the paint with 9.6 rebounds per game. Kyle Filipowski returns to the middle and gives them a clean shooting touch. Rookie Ace Bailey has scored in double figures in 6 of his last 7 games. The Lakers are still working out their rotations with James back in the mix. As our first pick for this matchup, the Utah Jazz to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. 3 days have passed since the Lakers last stepped on the floor. Their previous game ended with a 140-126 win over Utah in James's return. That marked the 8th win in 10 meetings for Los Angeles. The matchup has leaned in its favor for years. Los Angeles will welcome a quick pace at the Delta Center. With no injuries, head coach J.J. Redick can set up plenty of shooters around Luka Doncic. Utah showed some early strength in its last game against the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder and even held a halftime lead. The Thunder then shifted rhythm and controlled the rest of the contest. Utah's defense has broken down in 3 straight games, giving up 147, 140, and 144 points to the Bulls, Lakers, and Thunder. If that pattern holds, a game near 300 points will not surprise anyone. Los Angeles sits at 7-2 straight up. The question is whether it can cover as a double-digit favorite in a game that may require 130 points or more. The total has hit in 12 of 18 Lakers games. Utah has gone over in 7 of 8 home games. At the Delta Center, these teams have hit the over in 6 of 7 meetings. Utah's defense has struggled, but the team can score and ranks 9th in pace. Los Angeles is 10-5 to the over. Utah has hit 5 straight overs, including the 140-126 loss on November 18. These teams have hit 3 straight overs and 6 of their last 7 meetings. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Antonio Spurs versus Phoenix Suns. The San Antonio Spurs face the Phoenix Suns on Sunday at the Mortgage Matchup Center. San Antonio enters the game short-handed with Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, and Jordan McLaughlin all out. Phoenix is also missing Jalen Green and Grayson Allen, and Ryan Dunn is listed as questionable. San Antonio has not faded without Wembanyama. The roster has taken on a larger workload, and the extra touches have helped their rhythm. Phoenix arrives as the steadier group. The team showed real composure when it stormed back to beat Minnesota on Friday. San Antonio ranks 3rd in defensive rebound rate at 77.1%. That number is likely to slip without Wembanyama on the floor. Castle, who averages 17.3 points and 7.5 assists, is out, and Dylan Harper, who averages 14 points, missed 9 straight games with a calf issue and is doubtful for this matchup. Phoenix thrives on the offensive glass and sits 4th in offensive rebound rate at 30.9%. The defense has also taken a clear step forward after a difficult previous season. Phoenix already handled San Antonio when both Wembanyama and Castle played. In that meeting, the Spurs made 10 of 41 threes at this same arena. Phoenix ranks 6th in opponent three-point percentage at 33.8%, while San Antonio sits 29th at 39.4%. San Antonio has played well enough to consider, but the group is young, worn down, and has benefited from a heavy run of home games. Phoenix has its own injuries but owns a 7-2 straight-up home record and has covered 8 of its last 10. Odds makers have adjusted, yet the gap between the teams remains clear. Phoenix won the earlier meeting by 12 as a 5-point underdog. As our first pick for this matchup, the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams sit in the bottom third of the league in pace. They depend on three-point volume, especially Phoenix. The Suns went 19 for 33 from deep in the last meeting. San Antonio does not look the same without Wembanyama. The Spurs have won 3 straight without him, but the interior defense misses his presence. If their three-point defense continues to falter, Phoenix will exploit the gaps. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.